Hey, Crypto, this is Dawn. Kryptonium, the only one crypto hero that you truly need. Another day in the cosmos, another soap opera. So we are going to cover a few things that are happening within the Cosmos ecosystem. We're going to cover what is happening within Juno. And with that, you need to know that from chaos, from the human fights, the great things start. So this is really important, and this is why Cosmos is better than any other ecosystem. I'm going to start on not so positive note. Of course, this is sponsored by the Don Kryptonium itself, and you can delegate to me on Nomic. What happened yesterday? A lot of validators on Nomic got jailed. So I hate to market myself, but if you delegate to one of them, you need to redelegate because you're not receiving rewards. They were not signing the Bitcoin transactions, as I know, so that's the reason for jailing. And this is also important for you. If you are a validator, make sure that you pay attention to the network, that you care about the network that you validate, because you need to pay attention to what is happening to make the network secure. So this is on the important note. Also, it's very centralized. So if you delegate to the top validators, do it. But this is not about Nomic today. Today, we speak about Cosmos and the Juno network. Can we establish that? Two competitors in some way, but also not competitors, but also competitors, because it is seen. If you disagree, leave the comment and like this video or dislike this video, because it's all about the discussion. So Jacob was on, let's say, the fire, or was into the madness yesterday. We know that Jacob doesn't like Interchain Foundation, right? He questions the delegation that Interchain Foundation does, and he questions the good intents of the Interchain Foundation. He doesn't believe they delegate to the good actors. Maybe that's not my role to speculate, okay? But with that, he probably cares about Cosmos, and he also cares about Juno Network. So he's saying that he's implementing Cosmos SDK version 46 and Cosmos IBC v4 on Juno, as well as small update to Cosmos. But wait, there is more. Shortly thereafter, Notional DAO will implement interchain security for Juno Network with those updates, of course. So please note that timelines are subject to change, but there is something really important for people to understand here. Due to choices made by Interchain organization, IO. Is it organization? No. I don't know. The reality is that Juno is much safer place to deploy consumer chains. So you can read all of this subject. I will try to maybe share my opinion. You know, there was a lot of drama with Juno. Not everyone is perfect. There is a lot of drama with Cosmos. They are different, right? Juno is just Cosmos smart contract platform, but it will be able, with upgrades, to implement interchain security. So the consumer chains could use not only the Cosmos Hub security, but they can choose Juno. And you can do it with as many other networks as this will be possible on them with those upgrades. That could be osmosis. So if you think of launching consumer chain, you have a choice where you want to go based on your assignment, where is the safest. And you see, my take on the Cosmos is that Cosmos is a little bit more focused on the organizations. And I think there is the belief that the organizations bring stability. And I agree with that a lot. I agree but the choices, you need to know that the choices are often made at the top. So the other person might question the choices of this entity, because one entity might think this is the best for the hub, but the other might not think. And apparently this is the case with Jacob here. So with Cosmos, you would have maybe less of the human subjectivity, but more of the objectivity from the broader principles of blockchain. That's right. With Juno, you will have maybe bigger human factor of this being community-driven chain. And I do believe that one has strengths and weakness, and the other has strengths and weakness. We saw them, right? We saw what's the weakness of maybe community-driven decision, and we saw other side. And I think it's good to have these choices. You know, at the end of the day, it's who will bring the better product. Sorry, I just I try to read and speak at the same time. So Hub is way bigger blockchain, right? It's more decentralized in the opinion. This is my belief. The opinions are not really that human driven. So if someone is, I want more of the neutral blockchain to deploy my security, my chain on, and the consumer chain, I will go with the Cosmos. If I want to go with more engaged of the community side, I would go with Juno. You know, Juno is a very small chain. It's like 130, 140 billion, million market cap. And I said a lot of things that I dislike about Juno, but also I want to say that I had one of the best discussions from people that are engaged into Juno, and the thing I have to say that the Juno network has some great developers and people that really speak great. Like I had a great conversation with the Dimi from the Core One, and I was really impressed how this conversation turned, because you can say that these people do really think about what are the right steps to do. What are the right choices? And the good person always will question themselves. Is it right what I do? Is it not? So we have this. Beyond that, there is Jake Hartnell, which is great. Another Core One member. You know, of course, there's Jacob developing there. There is the Frey from Needlecast, who develop Howl Social. Together with Callum, who also works on DAO, and he's newcomer. He's not from the inside. He's complete newcomer who come and develop and maybe will be rewarded. So I feel that Juno is really extremely vibrant, and I have not seen more vibrant project out there yet. There is so many projects right now launching also. Let's see that Juno. So many accounts now, like it's hard to even navigate, right? But there is so many. You can see the ecosystem. There is so many of new project launching, so many projects migrating from Terra. That is crazy to follow, right? Every day is some new project. Loop Finance apparently is big, of course. DAO. TFM, I have no idea what the hell is that. Passage that I speak, Kado, that came from Terra, CoinHall, integrated. You can see a lot of happening. There is also bad projects within that, right? A lot of scams that will be. And it all goes down. Could they attract a lot of developers? And I feel somehow Juno managed to do that. They did attract a lot of people despite the past drama that they creating, right? So I'm curious here. With the Cosmos, you have, of course, also the other great minds and more universal hub, I would say, not being maybe so egocentric driven. Some would disagree. There are for sure entities that are egocentric, but it's probably more objective. And I can tell you, this sort of ego approach is often good. We seen it with Doke One, how Terra grew. Of course, that was also tragic because it was Ponzi. Let's not pretend. Once again, I will say perpetual motion do not work. I wish I would be saying this before, more vocal. But this sort of egocentric entities did accelerate projects often, those who do not admit to their mistakes, but it can end badly if there is some unsaid things underneath. And with all the Jacob said, at the same time he cares about Cosmos Hub. So how to decentralize? Like, if you do not like this sort of maybe organizations, I do believe as we go in the future, both Cosmos Hub and Juno will get more decentralized with the human force like me, right? I'm simple guy. By the way, tell me, should I try my strength and try to validate Juno network? I know there is weird between us, and I know I probably won't get the major support, but if I could, I'd love to validate that. I'm trying on the hub as well. So how it will get decentralized? I believe few years from now, Cosmos Hub has way more validators. The organizations will sell big parts of the tokens, and as it goes, it slowly, organically gets more decentralized in opinions, and the influence of bigger organizations might get smaller, unless they buy out the tokens, right? And the same on Juno. We have few maybe entities that are more powerful than others. As we go into the future, they might sell some of the rewards and that some tokens, and that decentralize the network, and that decentralize the opinions as well within the network. So go check the Jacob subject. Of course, on Juno I was mentioning also, we can see this is competition, right? They offer something different, but I think they do compete with each other. Like some people would say that's not competition. I think it's clearly established that Juno is here to try to compete with the hub and take some part of the users, maybe from the hub, who align more with these values. So this is what I have to say. Of course, Juno stablecoin probably will compete with an Agoric stablecoin. I think this is huge market. I do think stablecoin is one of the biggest market, the one with better design, the one that serves the best its purpose, will win essentially. So with that, done. Kryptonium is out. Till the next time.